We back in this bitch.
What's up? What's up?
I have someone to talk to now.
Yeah, we can actually have a real go around this time. Um,
Just
so
kidding.
hi, this is episode whatever of
13.
13.
Lucky number
Yeah,
13.
13 and a
You can,
half, I guess. Um,
technically 15 because we had to restart this one and another one.
yeah,
We're going with 13 because
13 and a half and a half.
I deleted the OG 13.
Um, but anyways, let's see. What we got to talk about this week? Our experience at the Derby. Got some NASCAR news, Army Navy game to look forward to. So let's just get on into it, I guess. So
Playoffs.
playoffs, yeah. We won't start talking about bowl games till next week.
There's nothing to talk about. They don't start till
I
Saturday
still think we
next
should
week.
go through all the bowl games and see who overall had like the best prediction of all the bowl games. Winner gets something, bragging rights. I don't know.
Steve owes us a hat.
Yeah, he owes you the hats. Like he got me a sweatshirt, hat, the cards. Like he still needs to get
This
you all that stuff.
raggedy motherfucker.
He said he was going to send it all to you. So
Where's my hat at, Steve?
yeah, where's the hat at, Steve?
Yeah.
Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, Jackson Boone has it because we gave him a hat. Speaking of Jackson Boone, yeah, we got our sticker, our logo on the side of Jackson Boone's Pro Late model for the Snowflake 100, part of Snowball Derby weekend. Experience was awesome. Uh, woke up at like 4:27. Supposed to be out of the house by 4:30. That was the plan. Um, set a bunch of alarms starting from like 3:30 all the way up to 4:30. Woke up at 4:27 somehow. Ran around the house, got ready, left, picked up my friend, hit the road, went down to Pensacola. It was about an hour and 45 minutes till we got off the interstate. Um, and when we got off the interstate, there was a truck stop. Steve went in, got himself some biscuits and gravy and a drink for like $4. Um, that that was sketchy, but apparently it was good.
Okay, that's all that matters. Was it a? If it was one of them country ass
It
truck
was
stops,
yeah, it
it's
was it was called the Yellowhammer. It was a pretty nice place.
it's gonna be good food.
Um, and then we got
I
down
want a
there.
gold card.
What?
McDonald's is
Oh
giving
yeah,
away free food.
yeah.
I would
Um,
abuse it.
so yeah, we got down to the track. The gates opened at 8 o'clock. We got to the track at like 7:45, and they had to turn us around because the parking lot was full. And they said, "Oh, you can just go down to the fairgrounds and either walk all the way there, which it was a lot. It's like 2 miles to the fairgrounds. Might even have been a little longer than that, honestly. Or you can get a shuttle." It's like, no, we're not waiting half an hour for a shuttle, and we're not going to spend 2 hours walking. So we decided we try to see if there's somebody had a parking lot set up. We found one that was completely empty. Turns out it was our SVP. So we had to turn around, and then we saw a bunch of people parking right there on the side of the highway. So we said, "Screw it, other people are doing it," and we parked on the side of the highway, and didn't get towed, thank God.
Come back 8 hours later.
But
Every car is gone.
we that ended up fine. We parked on the side of the road, walked across the street, and went into the track, walked around, got pictures of the cars, and saw some of the drivers. And pretty much that's all we did for most of the day. Was we walked around, got pictures of the cars, got to get pictures with Eric Jones, Josh Berry, Noah Gregson. Who am I
Nice.
forgetting? Eric Jones, Josh Berry, Noah Gregson. Who else? I'm freaking forgetting somebody.
Willie B.
No, I saw Willie B and I saw Brad, but I didn't get pictures with him.
Oh.
Who am I forgetting? Josh Berry, Eric Jones, Noah Gregson. There was somebody else I got a picture with. What the? I'm drawing a blank. What the hell? Maybe that was it. Maybe that was everybody. So I saw Sammy Smith. I could have got a picture with him, but I was too nervous to say anything, so I just walked on by him. Hold up.
I just noticed my man's is missing a hand. I'm talking to myself again.
Oh, my bad. So yeah, it turns out it was just those three. But when I did get a picture with Noah Gregson, Jake Finch photobombed us. Jake Finch will be in NASCAR one day. Matter of fact, his dad owns Phoenix Construction, so he's, if you remember Phoenix Racing, Kurt Busch drove for him for a little while. Yeah, Jake Finch will be in NASCAR at some point, so I can say that a NASCAR driver photobombed me at the Snowball Derby.
Is James Finch gonna get back into racing
I don't know.
on another Cup team?
But yeah, it's a matter of time before Jake Finch starts running in NASCAR. I think he ran a couple ARCA races this last year. Anyways, so then came race time, and we were up on top of the holler and saw one of the drivers come up and was up there looking at lap times and all that. Didn't realize till about 5 minutes of him being up there that was Connor Mozak. He ran Portland with Joe Gibbs Racing. Trans Am driver, hell of a talented driver. Just chilling up there on the holler next to us. Of course, didn't say anything because I was too nervous to. But yeah, he was just chilling there. He was basically Jackson's teammate for the weekend. He was running a super late model. Jackson was running the pro late model. He didn't make it to the Derby. He finished like 7th or 8th in the last chance race. Only top 4 made it. And then everything was going good. They all qualified and all that, and they got the cars lined up to start, and rain came through. And at first, it was like, oh, just a tiny sprinkle, and then it went away. And so they started taking the covers back off the cars, and they finally made pace laps. And then as soon as it started making pace laps, they pulled the cars down in the pit road, and it started to rain, and it rained, and it rained. 3 hours or so of a rain delay, if not longer than that. Just chilling in the holler pretty much the whole time, just talking about random stuff with Jackson and the crew members. And then another NASCAR driver was just chilling in there, Caden Honeycutt. That was pretty cool. And then he just kind of passed out on the floor right next to me, using his dog's chew toy as a pillow. Um, Meanwhile, Steve, basically, that was on one side of the holler. The other side, they had a table set up. Steve crawls under the table, and he was passed out there for like a solid hour and a half. Me and Jacob, my friend, tried to find a place to lay down. Went upstairs pretty much to where they stored the cars. About banged my head every time I stood up.
Nice.
Decided that wasn't a good spot, and I just said, "Screw it. I'm not going to try to go to sleep, even though I'm the one driving, so I need sleep more than those two." Yeah. Then they finally got the track dried. Race started about, I want to say 1 a.m. Might have been midnight. Might have been 1 a.m. when they finished. And then fog started to roll in after, which, by the way, Jackson finished P3. He was running top 3 pretty much all night. Had a super fast car. It's really awesome for our first race sponsoring them, for us to end up on the podium. Jackson did a hell of a job. And then it started to get foggy towards the end of the Pro Late Model race, and didn't think much of it until after we had been down in the infield for a bit after the race, went to go see the car in tech, just walking around, and the fog had gotten so thick that they got the Outlaws out there because their race was right after the Snowflake. about 1:30 or so, they started making pace laps, I think, and then they parked them all on the front stretch and decided that the fog was so thick, standing on pit road, you couldn't see the stands. You could barely see the cars out on the track right in front of you. So they decided to postpone the outlaw race till this weekend, which got a lot of negative feedback because they had absolutely no reason to not run it the day after, the day of the Snowball Derby. After the Derby, they could have easily done
Hold
it, in
up.
my opinion.
What time did the Derby start?
Like 1 o'clock.
They could have ran it before.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Let's just say, let's be
Or
generous. Let's be generous. They could have kept all their fancy pre-race ceremonies and all of the media. They could have kept all of that before the race, and after the race, they could have fit it in. Like, the only negative I can think about is that it's a Sunday. People got work and school the next morning, but still, it's not going to be like they're starting racing at 7 o'clock and it's going to be, 9, 10 o'clock for people start to leave the track. I mean,
you could have
they
ran it at 10 o'clock in the morning.
exactly. You could have gotten rid of all the stupid pre-race stuff and ran it in the morning, or you could have been generous to the track, let them have their fun, and you could have done it afterwards. There was no reason. I mean, people came from Maine to run that outlaw race just for them to postpone it another week. I mean, that's ridiculous. And then Five Flags wants to turn off the comments on all their Facebook posts because they can't handle the feedback.
I bet not.
But anyways, that little rant aside, uh, after they called the race, it was about 2 o'clock when we got out to the truck. Or no, it was 2 o'clock when we started to leave. It was maybe quarter after when we got to the truck. It was foggy as hell. Driving back, the entire way was foggy, except for a little bit once we had already gotten back into Alabama. Couldn't see worth the damn. Was borderline falling asleep the entire time. Steve had to threaten to bitch slap me like 10 times to keep me up. That wasn't fun. And then finally made it home about 5:30 a.m.
Why didn't one of them assholes drive? They the ones just slept the whole time.
Well, to be fair, I don't trust other people driving my truck,
Hmm.
and I don't know. But yeah, that besides the little adventure we had and staying up all night and being miserable driving back home, it was really, really fun. I really want to do it again. Next year, you got to come. We got to sponsor Jackson again. Like
Yep.
that. That was
That's why he didn't win. I wasn't there.
exactly.
He's gonna win when
It
we're
was
all
your
there.
birthday. You needed to come. Like, be the good luck charm. But still, a P3. That was awesome job by Jackson. I mean, that was the most fun I've ever had at a race. It wasn't fun driving back, but as far as at the track, that was the most fun I've ever had at a race ever. I mean, I would do it again in a heartbeat. So
So
thank you to what?
I've been to too many races. So
But thank you to Jackson Boone
okay.
and everybody on that team. And it was awesome. Like, they made us feel at home, just like family. It was great experience. 10 out of 10. Would absolutely do it again. And yeah, that's my little recap of the Snowball Derby that took me 15 minutes to say. So, anyways, you say something so that way I don't keep rambling on.
What'd I say?
But
Besides, this TV's gonna get smashed if it keeps making me go black.
let's talk about playoffs.
Well, we can talk about championship weekend. How did Alabama do?
Well, you don't have to worry about losing if you're not playing.
They might have gave a tougher fight. Who knows?
Honestly, I think they could have. I think the 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 SEC championship is the perfect example of why divisions in conferences are awful.
That's why I'm glad the ACC switching next year.
Yeah.
I
Like,
can't wait. That's gonna be awesome. I mean,
how
because
is
we
how
would
is
have gotten.
LSU in the SEC championship when Tennessee and Alabama, both much better teams? If we're Bama, you can make the argument, yeah, that LSU beat them, but
At
Tennessee
that
at least.
point in
Tennessee should have been in the SEC championship game.
seeing it would have been if no divisions. When they go to no divisions, oh, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, then conference championship games will actually start to mean something.
Yeah,
Like I like Kansas
winning.
State. I like Kansas State, but they and they're I mean,
I
they're
mean,
no slouches, but
you
still.
see how the Big 12 does it. No divisions. Best two
But
works for them.
I think Tennessee or Alabama, honestly, Tennessee should have been in the SEC championship over LSU. They still would have gotten whooped by Georgia probably, but it'd be much closer of a game.
I don't know. Not without Hooker.
Without Hooker, they'd get whooped. It'd be like 55-3.
See, Utah
Alabama
won.
though,
Thank you.
yes, thank you, Utah. I love Utah sports.
Everyone loves Utah now. They beat the
I have
overrated
loved Utah.
USC.
I've been a
I
Utah fan for like the past 3 years.
Oh, you didn't like them in that Sugar Bowl?
I mean, I've just ever since I started paying attention to the NBA and rooting for the Jazz, I've just always liked
What year
all
was
the.
that?
I want to say it was back when Ricky Rubio was still there. Hell,
No, I meant the Sugar Bowl.
oh, I don't know. The one where they shit, who are they playing?
You know who.
But I don't know.
These
I've been a
guys.
fan of
You when they curb
yeah,
stomped the shit out of Alabama.
yeah, yeah.
It's a great game. All time classic.
But anyways, I've liked Utah for ever since I want like what 2018 or so. Is when I started paying attention to them. I like all the Utah teams except BYU. Um,
You don't like
even
the
then,
Mormons?
even then, I'll root for BYU over teams I don't like. BYU is just kind of there. I don't know. Like I don't root for them. I don't root against them. Don't dislike them. Don't really like them. They're just kind of there. But go
Hmm.
Utes and Utah State. I like Utah State.
I'm ready for see what that other Pac-12 team does. It's gonna be interesting.
Which other Pac-12 team? Oregon State.
No, Colorado
Oh yeah.
with Coach Prime.
Did you see where they're hiring Alabama's cornerbacks coach as their defensive coordinator?
No,
I
their
forgot
DC,
the dude's name, but yeah.
their DC is gonna be Mike Zimmer.
I could have swore I saw.
He might be coming to be their DB coach,
Hold
but
up. Let me read you the AL.com article I saw.
I thought you said AOL. Like my AOL ain't been a thing since like early 2000. Because what I read was Zimmer is coming to Colorado to be the DC, which dude, you got an NFL head coach as your defensive coordinator. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be awesome. He was lying when he said he's bringing his Louis with him.
Could you hear anything I just said, or
No, you were.
damn? I didn't know it muted me when I did that. Yeah, Charles Kelly, Alabama's DB coach, is according to AL.com. He's gonna go to Colorado to be the DC.
Interesting. Could have sworn it was gonna be Zimmer. Because that's why Zimmer was going to Colorado to be the DC.
I don't know. That's the only article I've seen about it, but usually AL.com is fairly trustworthy. So what about the you
Oh,
know,
the boys are
how
back.
about that kind of mid game that's going to happen this week?
The boys are back. Sorry. The Kings are back because we run this bitch. Going
So
to tie Alabama's record next year. I hate how everything we do always ties back to Alabama. Our head coach, our best wide receiver.
I'm just saying, like,
Any record we get to, it's Alabama. Oh,
how long
Alabama
is
did this.
Dabo's contract with Clemson?
2032.
Okay. Hear me out. Hear me out on something. Let's say Alabama keeps Saban's old ass, which right now his runs through like 2028. So let's just say that after
See,
after
I know
Dabo's
what you're going
contract
to
runs
say.
out, I've said this since freshman year of high school. Dabo is coming back to Tuscaloosa.
I don't know now. I mean, maybe when all his kids are out of college and stuff, maybe.
Old man
He-
Dabo will be at Bama in one way, shape, or form.
But the way he is now, I don't see how he leaves.
I don't know. I think when Saban's gone, Dabo's gonna be a top candidate.
And here's the thing. I don't think it works.
Why not?
He's just not an Alabama head coach. And I could be wrong. I just don't think he fits that mold for an Alabama coach. I think he fits Clemson's mold for a coach. I just don't think he fits Alabama's mold.
What you thinking about Elaine Kiffin potentially being Georgia's OC?
Dude, I would freaking die laughing. I would watch every game just to see their reactions.
I would kill myself.
Can you imagine?
Georgia's already scary enough now.
Could you imagine them actually getting a good quarterback that can move and is not 5'10"? With Lane Kiffin calling plays, and then that kid fucks up, and you just look over at the sideline, it's Kiffin and Kirby just staring up through his soul, yelling at him. All right, we're not fucking up no more. Let's try this again, kids.
I guess before I have to get off, let's talk about probably the biggest thing this week: Army Navy.
Army sucks. I don't really care.
I don't really root for a certain team because I've had family members in the Army and the Marines, and the Marines they play for the Navy, so I really don't care who wins. Honestly, I just kind of pull for whichever team is the underdog.
Army is just a rip off Marine Corps.
Exactly. I will say, is it Army that has the astronaut uniforms?
No, that's us. That's Navy.
Navy, yeah.
They got the tank uniforms.
Yeah, I really like
look nice,
Navy's uniforms,
but they ain't beating ours. Sorry, they might win because ain't gonna lie, Navy kind of sucks. But it is Army versus Navy. That shit goes out the window.
Didn't Jesse Iwuji play for Navy?
He went to Navy.
I could have swore he was on the team.
I don't know.
Also, this man, okay, Jesse Iwuji, he posted a picture of Noah Gregson on Snowball Weekend.
Yeah, no, I seen the shirt.
Yeah, and I commented, I was like, I had to get a picture with him for the shirt alone. And Jesse replied to my comment with the clapping emojis, liked my comment, all that good stuff. I freaking tag him in my post. Like, I tag Noah, and then like on his shirt, I tagged Jesse Iwuji because it was the Jesse Iwuji shirt. Man just left me on scene.
Probably wasn't even him.
Still, Man could have at least liked. He didn't have to like the post. He could have at least liked the message he got when it said that you've been tagged in the post. Like, come on, man. But, anyways, I don't know. I'm not really gonna root for a certain team. I'm just gonna watch and just kind of enjoy the game.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to go in the Navy, and then I broke my hand, and they wouldn't let me. So
I'll
screw
probably
the
end up.
Army.
I don't know. I'd probably end up rooting for Navy, just because.
Just saying.
Just because
Rangers
the uniforms.
Rangers don't go through Hell Week. They wouldn't last an hour.
I just think that based off the uniforms alone, I think I'm gonna have to pull for Navy.
Yeah, why are we
That's
okay? I don't like this. So, how's your hockey team doing?
wouldn't know. I don't want to. I know they suck because they always do.
I'll find
I
out.
check in. I check in probably like once a month, and I just yeah.
When do they play? I know they got to play them soon.
But yeah, I'd probably
Jeez,
check in on the standings probably like once a month and just 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 in case there's a slight chance of hope. I just got to see. Yeah, and
apparently they don't. So,
yeah,
go to our league standings at least. Talk about something different.
but I mean, hey, we still get good draft picks.
When you're in the top 10 all the time, you normally do. Jeez, New Jersey, where'd they come from? I mean, I'm going to the hockey game Saturday, so that should be fun. You know, Alabama has a hockey team, right?
Yeah,
Have you
Huntsville
ever?
or isn't it Huntsville Havoc?
No, I meant like the actual Alabama,
Yeah.
like Crimson Tide.
Um, and also UAB has a hockey team because my friend JP used to play for them. He told me.
It's so weird. These southern schools have a hockey team, but it's not an actual like the northern hockey teams.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they are.
Yeah, my man JP, shout out if he's watching this, if he has nothing else better to do. He actually played on UAB's hockey team with Red Farmer's grandson.
Why does everything in this world go back to Red Farmer and Alabama? The fuck?
They had
That the
a
only, is that where the Earth started in Alabama with Red Farmer
God said, "Let there be red."
in Alabama?
Yeah, at the Snowball Derby, or okay, Red Farmer was the grand marshal for the actual snowball, so he was there Sunday, obviously, to be grand marshal for the race. He was there Saturday too. um he was in the fan zone, and apparently they had like a huge line of people wanting pictures and autographs and all that, and I'm like, I already did that when I went to Talladega for his 90th birthday, and I only had to wait in line behind like two other people to get a picture with him and an autograph, and y'all are here standing in a 500 person line waiting for like an hour to get a picture with this man.
Jeez. Nope,
Which
not doing that.
I never saw how big the line got because I was in the pits all day. But from what I heard, it was a huge line of people going to see Red. Like, yeah, I got to do that already. So, joke's on y'all. I got to meet the man on his 90th birthday.
Yeah, suck it. Losers.
Although, if I would have known that he was going to be there on Saturday, I might have tried to get in line so that way I could get him to sign my Red Farmer hat. But, oh well.
Or your URN hat.
Yeah, we gave Jackson the original URN hat Steve made that had Rattle Their Cage on it, and then these have the actual like the new logo they made. It's pretty much what he has on there.
I want to rattle their cage hat.
Yeah,
Steven.
we really gotta see if we can get hats up in our online store, because if so, I will buy a Rattle Their Cage hat. Or
So we
if
need
we want to,
multiple options.
yes,
Rattle their cage, a regular URN.
we need a Dale Dozer.
We need Dale Dozer. We
At
need a
some
Dale
point,
Dozer rattle their cage.
I need to make a Dale Dozer PNG that without the yellow background. That would be perfect on merch. Just the Dale Dozer in the grass and rattle their cage. That's all we need. Put that slapped on everything. It would look perfect. Like it's kind of when it has the yellow background, it doesn't really like look good on stuff, But if I can get rid of that background, it would look beautiful.
The only
And
thing it would look good on is a black shirt.
well,
Something black.
the text is black though, so it wouldn't.
No, I meant the yellow would make it pop though.
But yeah, like yellow and black, the ANCAP colors, but the libertarian colors. But I don't know. But yeah,
Where's Dansby signing?
I mean, eventually Chicago, right?
Is it still Chicago?
That's what I think.
I don't know.
Because I mean, unless his girlfriend starts to play for another team, then I would assume Chicago.
Well, maybe she should just tell him, be like, hey, it's okay, you can stay in Atlanta. We'll be alright.
Just do long distance, man. Get over it. Do long distance. You're rich.
Listen.
He can afford to fly out and back
Listen.
every day.
Tom Brady got divorced in the middle of the season, okay? you can do a couple days away from each other. Damn it.
Yeah. You can afford to fly out and see her
This
and
is
fly
your
back to Atlanta.
hometown team, you asshole.
If Dansby leaves, I'm never wearing my Dansby Swanson jersey ever again.
If he leaves, I'll punch him in the throat.
I will be legitimately heartbroken if that man leaves.
He left his hometown team to go to Chicago. You don't go to
honestly,
Chicago.
I wouldn't want to live in Chicago.
Live in Atlanta, bro. You
Just
grew up
stay in
here.
the ATL, man.
You grew up here. You're from here. This is your hometown. We can't take two people leaving back to back. Okay?
Yeah, Freddie was already enough, which at this point I don't care. Screw Freddie, but
It took
I can't handle
it took most of us like 8 months for him to finally get over it.
if Dansby leaves, I'm sorry. Like I might have to just follow him wherever he goes, or I can't. Like he's been my favorite player ever since I started watching. I liked Dansby Swanson before he got good.
Stay in Atlanta. Damn it. You can't wear an AT Alien shirt and then go to Chicago. Okay? Just saying.
Yeah, doesn't what's his merch brand called again?
I don't know.
He's got like a merch brand. It's themed around the ATL.
Just saying. You leave Atlanta to go to Chicago. You ain't allowed back into this place.
Yeah, like he's formed a whole merch brand over the city. I don't remember what it's called. It's something ATL or something like that. Like he is it's ATL. It's his life. Like this town is his life, and he wants to leave because he wants to get some simp.
I mean, I don't know how much they've offered him so far. I've seen that they did reject his 140 million counter.
Yeah,
I don't know what that means.
I don't
I don't
care.
know.
Pay the man.
I don't know how many years it was. I know we got money. We won a World Series.
Yeah, we got the money. Pay him. Give him what he wants. Should have given Freddie what he wanted.
They did. They literally gave Freddie everything he wanted. You're muted. Damn, I'm good. But no, they gave Freddie everything he wanted. And I think they gave him an extra year, too. And, like, everything he would have made in Atlanta would have been more than what he makes in LA.
Yeah.
Oh well, we got Matt Olson.
Yeah, Matt Olson's the GOAT.
Bomb Squad.
Who needs 5 when you got 28?
28's greater than 5.
But anyways, unless you can think of something else to talk about, I'm probably going to go here soon.
Nah, I mean, we went 36 minutes. Good enough.
Yeah. Well, I will see you next week. I should be.
Pearl Harbor Day is best I got.
Let's see. Next week, I don't think I'm going anywhere, so I should be on the laptop. Normal next week.
This guy will be somewhere.
Yeah.
Chickenville. It's gonna be awesome. Bringing everything I have that is orange.
What are you like doing for work there all week?
Working at their branch.
Oh.
It's gonna be fun because that's I consider that my hometown. Or actually, it's like west of it, but that area is like where grew up since I was 10 months old.
My dog's an idiot. He's trying to eat a leaf.
Might be marijuana leaf. Mine are asleep. They had a rough day, doing nothing.
But anyways, I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, we out here. Y'all have fun. See y'all next week.
See
We'll have a
y'all.
better show.
Have a good night.